basic thing. We've talked recently about creating events or promoting your events ahead of time. So Easter brunch is coming up, as is Mother's Day. And while a lot of us are still waiting for information from our food and beverage teams, like finalized menus and maybe even specific times for the event, that doesn't mean that we can't get out ahead of it and create some promotions even without that information. So I'm going to show you today how to create a Facebook event. It takes about 5 minutes to do, if that. And Corey Liberatore at Scoozy has been kind enough to allow us to use him as an example. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to my Scoozy page. So I'm here on the business side of the page, logged in as an admin. I'm going to click the events tab here, and you'll notice that there's an option here to create an event. So I'm going to go ahead and create that event. And I have all of the information that I need here for Easter brunch. And Easter is on Sunday, April 16th. And their brunch starts at 10:30 a.m. And seatings go until 2:30. So I'm going to put 3:30 just so that we're clear. And it gives me the option to create an event. So I'm going to say Easter brunch. Scoozy. You can select a category. This is going to be food and drink. And then we can create an event. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the reservations required information. I'm saying, enjoy a scrumptious Easter brunch buffet with bottomless mimosas for mom and dad, and bottomless mimosas and a visit from the Easter Bunny. Reservations are required. Now, if you have, so I'm going to do 401-532. Or 410-435. 3316. Now, if you have an OpenTable link that you'd prefer to use, if you're accepting reservations on OpenTable, you can actually add a ticket URL here. So instead of putting a phone number, which is harder to track unless you have somebody on the other side asking where they heard about this event, you can include the ticket URL here, which will allow you to track much more readily what from Facebook went over to OpenTable, and then from OpenTable what was booked from Facebook. So I'm going to add some keywords here. Brunch, Easter, and let's see. Food. Okay. You also have the option here to add any co-hosts. So let's say, as an example, you and the restaurant are partnering together to present this, or you're partnering with another hotel, or you're partnering with a wine vendor. You can add other co-hosts to this event. So it has to be pages that you manage. So if you have access to the food and beverage side and somebody else on the team has access to the hotel side, you're going to want to make sure that you're picking an admin to create this event who has access to both of those pages. So you also have the option here to select who can post. I like to leave that open to anybody so that any questions and things like that can be taken care of. And also, if a guest enjoyed the event and they wanted to share some photos of their family enjoying Easter brunch, I don't really have any concerns about that. So there's also the option up here to change your event photo. I'm going to show you really quickly in Canva. There is actually a template for a Facebook event. So if I were to go really quickly into Canva and created a, let's see, those are posts. I can do social media, so a Facebook event cover. And it's going to give me all of the templates. So of course I can go through and create one of these if I'd like to. And it looks like actually that Scusi already has the menu that they have was created in Canva. So that is, it's a really nice little visual there. So I can see if I can keep some of that those same visual items. But even if I can't, that's certainly fine. You could just, let's say, I could really do anything if I wanted to. And you can select the dates and times. And then of course you would go ahead and save it as a visual. And then when you go back to the event, you would be able to upload it. So for now, I'm just going to leave it as what it is. And what it'll do is if you don't select an event photo, it's going to default as your Facebook cover photo. You can change that at any time. So that's certainly fine. So again, I'm just going to double check. I have my event name. I have the location, of course, enabled as Scusi. I can change that to the Radisson Cross Keys if I so choose. You do your start and your end time, category, description, all of that stuff. And then I'm going to go ahead and publish this. And that is all set. So now anytime I click into this event, which is open right now, if I click into this event, it gives me the option to add things right to the event. So I can update the cover photo. I can add any descriptions that I have. I can share photos here of any of the former events that I've had, and it's going to give people a place to come to get all of the information. You can utilize this as a go-to spot for people to view answer any questions that they might have about the event. You can send the link off to this Facebook page. So that covers it. We just went over how to create a Facebook event. As you can see, it took just a few minutes for us to do that. And I did go into Canva as well to create a visual for that. So you can do that, of course. I do recommend doing that before you go into creating the event, so you can do it all in one go. But you add your cover photo, all of the time, date, booking information. And then again, what it gives us the opportunity to do later is take this Scusi restaurant brunch menu, and I can actually add it to the event later on. I'm not sure where that went, but you'd be able to upload it right to that event page. If you have any other questions, of course, please don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. I'm always here to help. And if you need anything at all, of course, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you all and have a beautiful day.